Hey guys, my name is Nadir. I'm a full-time travel YouTuber and I just spent 10 weeks in Thailand exploring all over this beautiful country, starting from the center, the capital in Bangkok, seeing all the temples, to the beautiful, stunning beaches and intense islands in the south, all the way to the mountains and gorgeous nature up in the north. I saw everything, and in this video, I'm making a list of the top 10 things for you to see in Thailand. Stay till the end of the video because that's when I reveal my favorite 2 spots. I also wrote all of this in a blog post on my websites, including suggestions for accommodation, so you can check that out if you like. It's linked in the description. Alright, first off, we're going to start in the picture-perfect Phi Phi Islands, or Koh Phi Phi, which is off the southwest coast of Thailand in the Indian Ocean. These 6 islands are the most beautiful islands in Thailand, in my opinion. The nature here is preserved by national park status. Phi Phi Don is the main island and has a beautiful bay. And it's also quite the party spots. You'll see a lot of European backpackers and Aussies going wild in there. So I stayed on this beautiful bay at this hostel called Blanco Beach Bar, which was the spot to go if you want to party. But it is not the place to sleep. So I'd recommend staying as far away from Blanco Beach Bar and then going out at night to Blanco Beach Bar. You can also take a boat trip to the nearby spots. You can also get on a party boat from Blanco Beach Bar Hostel, which I think is the best boat party in Thailand. Most boat trips will take you to the attractions, and so will this party boat. So on the other end of Phi Phi Don, there's this place called Monkey Bay where you can get off and you can see a lot of monkeys, but don't get too close to them or they'll bite you. And then it'll also take you to Koh Phi Phi Leh, which is this uninhabited island, which is one of the most beautiful islands I've ever seen. Now, if you watch the movie The Beach with Leonardo DiCaprio, where he finds this magical beach, this is it. You can't really spend the night there, so try to get there on a tour that takes you in the evening when it's not too hot. The beach is still accessible. The water, you can't really go in and swim because of preservation reasons, but it's still like a pretty good sight to see. Next spot we're going to talk about is the vibrant capital of Thailand. Bangkok was the most visited city on earth in 2023 with over 22 million visitors. It's a megacity situated on the bank of the Chao Phraya River with the chaos and craziness that you see in the movies. Now, if you want to go wild Bangkok style like you see in the movies, you should go to Khao San Road to see the crazy nightlife and people drinking buckets of hard liquor, let's say, or mixed drinks. I think the craziest part there is not the drinking actually, but it's more like the food that's sold. You'll see people eating scorpions and roasted crocodiles. Just don't go too hard and end up in a hospital like I did. Bangkok also has top-notch street food. You can find street food places with Michelin star chefs serving food for only a few dollars. Now, Bangkok has been the capital since 1782, so you can take a boat down the Chao Phraya River to watch a lot of the important temples and just get a different perspective on it. I would also recommend going into the Grand Palace, which has some of the very important temples, and also the former residence of the king. I'd also recommend going to the Wat Pho temple to see the biggest reclining golden Buddha statue. Remember to dress modestly even though it's hot in Bangkok all the time or they won't let you in. So for the next spot, we're going all the way to the south of Thailand to Khao Sot National Park, which is a nature reserve in mainland southern Thailand. It contains a dense virgin jungle and a man-made lake, and you can hire a boat for an expedition going through this water among the tower-like limestone karst formations that stick out like columns. According to many people, this is the most beautiful place in Thailand, and it has a lot of rare wildlife. And you can find these simple water bungalows or cabins, whatever you call it, in the lake where you don't have any cell phone reception and you can also spend the night. Just remember that it's cheaper to book them in person from a nearby city like Suratthani than to book it online. For the next spot, we go all the way back to near Bangkok to Ayutthaya, which is a 1-hour drive to the north of Bangkok. Now, Bangkok has been the capital of the Siamese or Thai kingdom for 2.5 centuries, but before that, Ayutthaya was the glorious city at the heart of Siam for many centuries. Some believe it was founded in 1351, but the history suggests it might go further back a lot more than that. Now, it was completely destroyed by the Burmese army in 1767, but you can still go here and appreciate the ruins of an ancient city with all its ancient buildings and temples. And don't forget to check out this famous site with the Buddha's head, which is now part of the roots of an ancient tree. For the next spot, we go back to the south again. This time we go to the Gulf of Thailand, to Koh Phangan, which is one of Thailand's most famous islands. If you're looking for a stereotypical Southeast Asian party, the full moon party is the biggest one out there, and that's for you. Now, if you don't like the concept of the most touristy party in Asia, then please avoid this and go here on any week other than the full moon party week, because there are lots of good parties happening all month that are better than I think the full moon party. Especially check out Eden Club if you're into electronic music. Now, it's also a really big hippie spot, so there's like a never-ending list of yoga or different spiritual retreats. And there's some really sick viewpoints too. If you're confident in your scooter riding skills and going up and especially down mountains, you could check out the spot called Secret Mountain Viewpoint with a pool and an amazing viewpoint of the whole island at sunset. Just make sure you can drive back down after it's dark. It's by far my favorite island in Thailand to drive my scooter around for sure. So now if you're looking for a beautiful sunset on a massive beach, you want to head to Ao Nang Beach, which is on the west side of the mainland of Thailand. Now, if you're staying in Krabi and want to go to beaches, you don't want to actually stay in the city center of Krabi where you'll get dropped off in your bus or you arrive on your flight. You want to go to Ao Nang Beach. The main street by the beach is a bustling hub full of like restaurants, different bars and shops. On top of enjoying the beach, you can go on a boat tour to explore the nearby islands. Speaking of exploring things on a boat, you can take a boat for 15 minutes and arrive to Railay Beach. Now this beach is consistently ranked every year as one of the top 10 beaches in the world. And I've been to famous beaches from Hawaii to Mexico to Maldives, and this is as beautiful as any beaches I've ever seen. I'm not really a beach person, but this was so stunning. There's like these high limestone cliffs on both sides of the beach, which kind of stops people from coming in from the mainland. And the only way to come in there is via boat and getting down on the water, which keeps this from getting too crowded. It's a very chill place and you can actually spend the night here if you want to. Just remember to bring the appropriate footwear because you are getting off in the water, you'll end up like me. For the next spot, we go all the way to the north of Thailand, to the second largest city in Thailand called Chiang Mai. Now, if you're in the north, you have to try khao soi, which is like a northern specialty and a special kind of food. And it's so amazing. I got it so many times. There's also some amazing night markets or like night street food markets in Chiang Mai, just near the old town. It's one of those things you have to do when you're in Chiang Mai. Also check out the elephant sanctuaries that are like pretty close to the city itself. It's a lot of fun with these majestic creatures. You can go and feed them and observe them. Just make sure you're going to an ethical sanctuary, guys, where they're not riding elephants. There are also a lot of famous waterfalls in the mountains nearby, so you could check that out. There's one really cool one near the elephant sanctuary that I went to. That was insane. So I spent 2 weeks in Chiang Mai because it was just a chill and relaxing city and like so different and slow compared to the fast south. Now this is a bonus one, but you can drive from Chiang Mai to Pai, which is our next spot, and this drive is insane. It's like considered one of the best things you can do in Thailand. Just remember to wear a sweater and jeans. Don't wear a t-shirt and shorts like me because it gets freezing because of the wind in the mountains. Even during the day, I rented my scooter with a company called iRental that actually transported my big bag for me. So that made it easier for me to drive. There's more than 700 incredible turns on this like 3 to 4 hour drive. And you see the gorgeous mountains and the valleys. And the drive is not very beginner friendly. So this is not something you want to do if you just started riding a scooter. Now on to Pai, which is probably the biggest hippie town in all of Thailand. Now there's organic food, cheap hostels, and plenty of nightlife. So you can see why this is very popular with backpackers. Really close to the town of Pai is Pai Canyon, which is a viewpoint that everyone can access with stairs, but also with a little bit of canyoneering, you can find yourself in these ridges and see one of the most gorgeous sunsets that I've ever seen. Also close to Pai is this bamboo bridge that's a few kilometers long. It's also pretty cool to explore. Now Pai is on the Mae Hong Son Loop, which is a famous like a scooter trail basically, and 1 hour from Pai are the Thumb Lot Cave Complex, which is insane. It's these massive caves with 60-meter roofs, and there's like a river going through it where you can get on a bamboo raft and feed these big fishes with fish food. And on top of you, 60 meters above you, you can hear thousands and thousands of bats screeching.
There's so many bats on the roof, it's crazy. You can hear them, you can even see them. This has to be one of the coolest things.
When you're in Pai, also check out jungle tubing, which I think is the best backpacker party ever. You basically get on these tubes and go down the river. You stop at these bars in the middle where you have these crazy parties with 500 people, and it's so insane. Like I said, this gets really wild, and a lot of people don't even make it to the last stop. People tend to get stuck in Pai for a while. It's just called the Pai hole. I was just stuck there for 12 days, but I wish I could have stayed longer. I just had to leave Thailand. And for the last spot, we're going to the other favorite place of mine, which is all the way back in the south again in the Gulf, Koh Tao, which is right next to Koh Phangan. It's known for its scuba diving, and it's one of the cheapest places in the world to get scuba diving certified. So a lot of people just go there to get scuba certified and to do some dives. There's good snorkeling too. Now, if you're already certified like me, you can also go for some cheap fun dives. There's like reg dives and a lot of other cool stuff. Koh Tao is a tiny island with one walkable street by the beach. It has most of the cafes and bars and clubs and whatnot. Koh Tao is paradise if you love beautiful beaches and beautiful sunsets and beautiful viewpoints in the mountains too. And of course, there's like crazy jungle parties, just like Pai, even crazier. It's pretty intense. Okay, so like I said earlier, if you're planning on a trip to Thailand, I have a blog post about all of this linked in the description. It includes suggestions for accommodation, suggestions for things like eSIMs and travel insurance for Thailand. I've also made a series of vlogs from a couple of these places, so you can check out my playlist of videos in Thailand. If you like this video, do like it. If you want to watch more videos like this, please do let me know in the comments, and feel free to subscribe to my channel. And if you want to follow real-time updates from me, feel free to follow me on Instagram at Another Year on the Go. I'll catch you guys in the next video from not Thailand.